turtle, specifically a Western painted turtle, and I live at the Iowa Children's Museum. I'm here with Rebekah to talk to you about an after-school activity that is all about birds.
Thank you for that introduction, Pete. Look forward to hearing more from Pete soon because he's got a lot to say about our after-school activities.
Oh yeah.
Our theme for the engineering activities is all about birds. This particular activity is going to highlight this book. This book is called Aviary Wonders, Inc. Aviary is just a larger word for bird. And this book basically describes a way to be able to order a bird part by part. That sounds kind of weird, but it actually really dives into how bird anatomy is very specific to their environments and how they've adapted to their environments. So, your task is to look through this book, take a peek at it, and then you're going to be given 4 different templates. These templates are the different kinds of body types that birds have. You'll make your selection of what kind of bird you want to design, and then use this book to help you fill in the parts. So the basic recipe for a bird is obviously a body. They need to have a head and a beak. They need to have feet. They need to have wings and feathers. You can add other details like a crown or a crest around their neck, different kind of colored feathers. And we'll get into some of the other specific bird superpowers in the next activity. But I want to highlight why this activity is important. So, thinking back to how you're going to be selecting specific body parts, right? They have 4 different body types specified in this book, where they have swimmers, perchers, birds of prey, and waders. These are all dependent on how they live their lives in the habitats that they live in. So for example, swimmers, their body type is a little bit more longer and larger because they spend a good chunk of their time in the water, swimming like ducks and geese. Waders kind of have a similar body type, but they've got these nice little inserts here for long legs because, as their name describes, they wade in the water, meaning they stand above. They're not actually submersed into the water or underneath the water. They're standing above like a flamingo or a heron. Perchers, they have smaller bodies. They're typically are small little songbirds that perch or sit in the tree branches. So whenever you're looking up at a tree, these are the kinds of birds that you'll see as perchers. And then finally, we have our birds of prey, where they have kind of larger, more muscular bodies because they have to carry whatever they hunt because, as their name elicits, they hunt live animals to eat. So things like vultures and eagles have to be able to lift up and carry their dinner with them as they go eat. And so when you start thinking about the parts that you're going to add onto your birds, you can't have a birds of prey beak onto a percher's body because the birds of prey beak is very specific to what it's designed to do. So as you can see here, they kind of have this like hook to help tear into flesh, right? Whereas if they're herbivore, like our perchers, meaning that they just eat plants and nuts, they have to be able to crush those kinds of nuts, right? Those kinds of things that they, need to be able to pick one at a time, like a berry, for example. If they are a swimmer or a wader, they're probably going to eat fish, right? So they need to have longer beaks to be able to catch the fish, to go underneath the water and pluck out a fish or two. So that is your challenge, is to design your own bird. We would love to see the kinds of birds that you design and share them with us. Thanks for coming to play today.